Welcome. This is Melinda Barlow CZT, Certified Zentangle Teacher, and today's lesson is EZE. That's the name of the tango. EZE by Emiko Kaneko CZT. And I love organic tangles, so when I saw this one I thought, oh, I have to do it, and surprisingly it is very easy. The easy part are the green leaves, and then she put a little raspberry type flower here, and I'm going to show you how I deconstructed that and thought it was made. So we're going to get 2 for the price of 1. So let's start out on our tile, and I did this one with a green pen. It's an 05 micron 05 green, and that's what I'm going to use again. It's a it's a fun pen, and it does this nice outline. So I'm just going to start down here near the bottom. I'm not going to put a border, and so we're just going to draw kind of a half moon shape or a frowny face. I used to sing a song to my kids. No one likes a frowny face, change it for a smile, make the world a better place. Oh, no one likes a frowny face, change it for a smile, quickly turn it upside down and smile the day away. You can tell I can't remember this song. It's been a while. So we make the frowny face, and then we're going to come on. You can do on either side, but since I am right-handed, I find it much easier for me to go on the right side of this tangle. And then I'm going to come up and do kind of a scallop with a point, and then back down to there. And I do it all in one like stroke. And then we come back and put some stems in there. And then a little round circle sits right here. And I like to kind of put some weight in there on that little round circle so it's weighted. So let's do another one. We do our frowny face, then a scallop, and then back down to our point and our lines. And we can just keep working this in to our design. Oh, about forgot the little ball right there, but we just work it in. Frowny face, scallop to a point, and back down, and lines. You can see I do it all in one little swoop, if we call it that. And let's see if I can do one going on the left side. So there I did my frowny face, then my scallop, and then back down. And I can make one going the other direction. I wasn't really sure I could do that. So let's try another one. And then I'm going to go a little holly bow effect. And back down. So now I have those two kind of coming out. Kind of has a butterfly look to it. I kind of like that. I'm going to go back and put in that little circle. I have to concentrate on doing that with my left side. So there we have. Now I'm just going to put one of these little flowers that Kimoko put in her design. And so I'm going to make a stem, and then I'm going to start with a little dot above it, and then I'm just going to kind of do circles around, so it kind of has a, let me come in a little bit, that's probably too far away to see. And then these little circles, so think of them like Bronx cheer, except they're not filled in. You're just making a little raspberry in a sense. I would have liked to have picked raspberries that big in my garden. So there we have our little flower in there, and we can turn it around and make a little one coming off of there. Let's make another one coming out of here. I'm going to do my stem. I could do my stem last, like we do in Bronx cheer. But I'm just going to make my circles going around. There we have it now. Little tiny ones coming out of the bottom of that, so you can see that you can make those. And I always try to do an odd number when I have like a little flower or a something different. I'm going to put an odd number. So there we have, I'm going to see if I can't work one. Into there, just coming off of those so you can see it. I'm going to do one going the opposite direction. Here. But now we're ready to kind of color these in and add a little color to them. And also, I kind of like to add more orbs. You know, I'm an orb person. So just that one orb sometimes just isn't enough. So how about some little diminishing orbs coming off of there, or even gradually bigger and then diminishing, just to give it a little bit more movement, or filling in that. I like to add orbs to a tangle. And I'm just using this green pen, which is available at my store if you're interested, in an 05. Okay, now we have it done. Now I'm going to take a chalk pencil, the general chalk pencils, and I'm going to use a green, and I'm going to put a little green down here in the bottom. And that's probably a lot of green, just where those little, where I made the little lines. With this chalk, that's a lot of chalk. We'll see. Oh, I see I didn't put the lines in that one. Go back. That happens. When I go to fill in, I start to realize that I didn't do it. Now I'm going to take my shading stump. And sometimes the shading stumps, they collapse down. And so you can take, and I think I've showed this a couple of times, I'm getting into my paper clips. So now I have my paper clips. I hope this is a big enough one. Let me see if I can find a bigger paper clip. Now that looks like the biggest one I have. So I'm going to open up the paper clip. So I've got a point, a long piece of wire. Then I'm going to stick it up in here, and I'm going to push that end out so I get a nice sharp point again. Sometimes it gets smaller and smaller and just gets down there because I push on it too hard. And you can clean these up by using a emery board to clean them up, but I've just used the green on here already, so I'm not going to worry about it. And I'm just going to blend that green chalk pencil up into here. Now you have to be careful you don't put your hand on this because it will smear. So if you need to, you can take you know, like another tile and put down on it so that it doesn't, you don't smear it with your hand. Another piece of paper. So there we have it colored in a little bit. You can also take, I'm going to take the black, and I'm just going to put a tiny, tiny bit in these tips. I've got to put just a tiny bit, and I will show you how it really spreads, so you want to just get a tiny, tiny bit. And you can see how that just pops that. But if you get too much, you're going to, you know, have it all blended in black. So just a tiny, tiny bit. You can also use graphite here if you want. It doesn't spread as much, and so you can control it just a little bit more, but I just happen to have the black charcoal pencil. And sometimes I like to come back in and add a little, blend that little black and that green together. So we get a, but I just think that turned out really pretty. You can also, excuse me for my arm, take your green pen and do solid little lines, dots in here. They're kind of like little bugs crawling. And you can do that. I like to add a little pop to this, so I'm going to add my little, I picked up a purple, and I'm going to add some purple to my little blackberries, they're going to be, and then I'm going to take my black shading stump, and I'm just going to shade those in with a little black, so they've got a purple tint to them. And as you've seen before, I like little dots, so I'm going to take my black, either an 05 or a PN, and the reason I want to do a PN is that the tip won't, I won't ruin the tip, and I'm just going to put little dots. I did this in my last lesson, and it's surprising what those little dots can do to liven up your tile. And they can even go on the leaves. But there you have EZE Tangle. Isn't that a fun little tangle to do? Definitely easy, quick, and a great tangle. Thanks again for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. New videos on, and I have to apologize, on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Sometimes I don't get Thursdays if I have a doctor appointment, so sorry about that. And thanks again for watching. Oh, and my big news. You probably already heard that I am the guest artist on Tangle a Day calendar. I am just waiting for the calendar to come so I can preview it and show you. But you can pre-order right now, and I'll put the link below. They had a little trouble with the link, but now it's fixed, so you can pre-order. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.